tales of banishing the mist, bringing the sun back to the side. None of them came back. But a few days later, a dusk-skinned elf came to our village and said we had 90 days to make peace with the gods before the Lord of Castle Ravenloft himself, who is now awoken after the attack, would exact penance for our disobedience. He kind of looks down towards Irina again, and she just puts a hand on his shoulder. Many wanted to leave, and I convinced many to stay. This is our home, and it is not right for us. He shakes his head. Many stayed. After 90 days, the attack came. He just gets quiet and kind of looks down.
Is this the first time we're hearing of this vampire?
You guys have kind of heard bits and pieces about, like, the Dark Lord of the Land.
Okay.
Yeah, we found a note with his name on it.
Yeah.
And mansion.
And you've heard bits and pieces of this story from Bill Direct last time. I'm just using this moment to recap a bit.
Are there other towns or villages that you can call upon for aid?
He stays quiet, is still looking down. Irina, still kind of rubbing his shoulder and watching him, says, there is Vallaki, 2 days travel from here. It is a walled city. It is a long journey between. We're not deeply connected. Further beyond that is the village of Kresk. It's a smaller village, closer to the mountains, but it is known for their wines. We've sent for aid from Vallaki, but have heard nothing in response.
How long ago did you send for aid?
After the attack, many people left heading for Vallaki, and they should have been there by now. But word would have only reached maybe a day ago. So it is very possible we wouldn't even have heard back by now. But many have left to seek the safety in Vallaki.
The woman in the village, she mentioned her daughter. Was she one of them?
Ooh, Gertruda? Irina says.
Yes.
Ismark looks up at that point and says, Gertruda is missing Irina. No, Gertruda. It's alright, we will find her. We will send out search parties, we will scour the roads and scouts towards Vallaki. She's probably gone towards them. It's probably nothing, guys.
I'm gonna look over at Rose and be like, clearly we have to do something more of a pressing manner. As I kind of look to Lee, I feel we've been called upon to assist. I don't know if when I go to Silas and I go back to Rose, perhaps we ended up here on a purpose, a higher calling even.
How many left in this party to fight the vampire?
Well, there's 4 of us. Oh, that party. How many indeed?
He thinks for a moment and shakes his head. Perhaps 20?
Trained warriors?
Pitchfork
He
carriers.
shrugs a little bit. They knew how to use swords.
Farming folk.
Alright, so we bide our time.
Everyone in Barovia at least knows how to use a weapon. Speaking of Gertruda, it is very likely that she has gone towards Vallaki. And since you are perhaps heading in that direction yourselves, you and Irina could perhaps search the road on the way. And
We'll find her.
on your way to the church.
Silas says very confidently, and then he just kind of looks around at his companions and steps back.
Oh, we'll find her. I agree.
Irina stiffens again, and then she very calmly looks over towards her brother and says, "This is twice now, brother. You've mentioned the church that we have discussed in the past." She looks back towards you all and says, "If you will excuse me, I am going to take my brother into the kitchen and have a discussion."
Oh!
She kind of grabs his arm and stands up, and he gives you all like a half apologetic, a pleading look, and he follows her off into the kitchen.
I immediately go over to the coffin.
You want to go to the coffin? All right.
I'm going to the coffin.
Yeah, so they're basically going. If you guys were sitting at this table ish, they basically just went right back through this door there.
In the coffin.
Sure.
I want to know
Corvus,
what's
I
happening.
don't think that.
Hey, it's fine. I'm paying my respects. Shish.
Lee kind of stands up awkwardly. He's like, I think they're going to be arguing. I don't know what we're supposed to do in this situation. Do you leave?
Just stay and listen. No one's going to notice. In
Yeah,
fact,
I
grab
listen to the
Silas.
kitchen conversation.
I'm pulling Silas with me.
Sure.
I'll watch Rose kind of eavesdropping, and I'll try to do it as well.
Sure. You guys just,
Nonchalantly.
Sure.
Lean up against the door frame.
So we got a coffin looker. We'll go to the coffin looker first. Inside the coffin, you see a man's body past his middle years, with graying blonde hair and pale skin. A muscular man, clearly a warrior of some practice, as there are many scars and marks on his body and his skin. The corpse still bears the wounds that clearly killed him. There's a deep gash on his forehead and multiple deep lacerations across his chest. He is still wearing whatever clothes he was wearing at the time of his death. Yeah.
Andy, do I know anything about vampire lore? Like, is there anything that would stand out about corpses if this man was cut down by a vampire?
Sure. That would probably be a recall knowledge religion roll.
I will do that.
Only a secret religion.
I will secret religion up. Sure, I couldn't use a cultism.
Remember, everyone has a hero point.
No, that's fine. I'll keep those. How many hero points did we get? 2?
Just one.
Damn it.
Who do you think I am, Chris?
Ta-da!
Suck it!
Jeez.
I mean, it's okay. That's what I get for having no internet.
Nice.
So what information are you looking for?
Just anything that would, anything about vampire victims, outside of character, they drain the victim's blood, those kind of things, puncture wounds, but in character, is there anything that I would be looking for that would telltale sign maybe he was a victim?
Sure. You would know that creatures that are killed by a vampire's bite will often rise as vampire spawn, which are thralls completely under the mental control of a vampire.
Do I know any way to stop that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think you would. To make a full-blooded vampire is a much more intentional. Vampire spawns just sort of happen, but full-blooded vampires are much more of an intentional process.
Okay.
Then
I would take some time to see if I get the impression that this man was cut down from a vampire.
Sure. Make a medicine check.
Yeah, medicine. I was really good at that once. Oh my god, my medicine sucks. Come on, natural 20.
If you roll 3 in a row,
He'll get really mad.
it'll be amazing.
Kick you out.
How many times Abe rolled some bullshit?
Disconnect you.
Bye, internet.
Kick from server.
So,
Permanent.
Okay. You don't notice any kind of like bite marks. There's no marks on the neck. There's a gash on the guy's forehead and a lot of like cuts on the chest and torso, primarily, but you don't see any kind of wounds on the neck. I'll give you that.
I'm gonna. He's wearing like his armor?
The armor has been removed, but it looks like he's wearing sort of like the padding and underclothes that would have been under the armor.
Oh shit! Do we have no money?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna slip a coin in his pocket, but
I was gonna say any money we had, you had it. So.
Don't got it. I'm gonna.
Someone picked up some money, but I don't know who.
We got some like pieces of treasure we need to sell, but I don't think we have any money though. Because somebody found some coins.
A spell book.
I'm afraid.
Somehow I have like, I have 11 silver and 60 copper.
Oh, apparently Chris has all the money.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you found a bag with some money at some point. Like in the cultist quarters.
If I had any money, I'll slip like a gold piece in his pocket. If I don't, I just walk away.
No, it doesn't sound like you do. All right.
Walk away.
Walking away. So Silas and Rose.
I'll pretend to be inspecting the china in this thing while I'm listening.
There's some fine china.
That's a fine china.
Look at that china.
Sure. Would you like to roll some stealth or perception, Ro?
I'm not gonna get too close. Like I don't want to be standing there when they open the door. I'd rather do perception than stealth. I'm just trying to listen.
Sure.
Oh, you should have checked the body. I
You
would have
open the
stood there.
kitchen door and you're like right there.
I'm not trying to like. I'll just do perception.
Go for it.
Secret.
Secret.
Secret tunnel.
Alright. The murmurs from the next room are largely indistinct. You kind of are hearing some low groans from the house's timbers around you that you strain to kind of hear what's going on a little bit. But their words do come into focus after a moment. Irina's voice, sharp with indignation, pierces the silence, draws you in. You had no right, Ismark. You can't just decide to send me away like I'm some kind of inconvenience to you. I am Father's child as much as you, and our people need me to rebuild. You need me too. A much slower, quite patronizing words after that. Reply to that. But there is an unmistakable note of worry you would catch. The devil still has his sights set on you, Irina.
Oh.
Even if we don't believe the legend about the women with the red hair, others might believe it. Barovia is not safe for you anymore. I am no coward, Ismark. I will not abandon our friends and neighbors in their hour of need. After a pause, Ismark kind of replies quietly. Remember, Gertruda left alone last night.
Oh.
And then there's like a soft curse. Why? I don't know if she went for help or to be away from the village, but the people here, the people in this village are not the only ones who need your help. Gertruda might too. I also think about our neighbors who fled for Valaki. They need guidance. They need leadership as well. Perhaps someone who can bring them home someday. There's a long pause, and then like a clicking, tisking sound. I still don't like it, Ismark. It is your choice, Gary. I can't take that from you. But after losing Father, I cannot bear the thought of losing you. After a moment, she says, I will go. Only for you, I will go. But only if we bury father first. Together.
Get the hell out of there.
Yeah, and they start coming towards the door.
Is that a gravy boat?
Both of them are kind of like red-eyed as they come out. Irina gives you a little bit of a knowing smile, and Ismark's like, "Oh yes, my mother's collection. You noticed?"
It's very nice.
Irina just sort of like rolls her eyes at her.
I kind of just kick at the ground a little bit, ashamedly.
It's been a minute since I described Ismark to you guys, but although he is like, these are both like clearly-ish, noble-ish kids, like he's a built dude. Like you could put him in a suit of armor, and you could easily picture him like being in the soldier cast. He's pretty.
Put him in a suit of armor.
I could have. I might have.
Look at that guy. Look at that guy.
I got an extra one.
That guy is ripped.
Man, it is Mark.
Look at that guy.
He's got just the perfect amount of stubble.
That's right.
Man.
The guy.
Well, I need to see if I can find a search party for starting to look for Gertruda. In the morning, Irina, you'll take care of father, and then we need to get you on the road.
If I might ask, and I come walking back from the other room, how exactly did your late father die?
Irina pretty quickly says, terribly.
Well, obviously, look at him. That's
I kind of cough.
Come on, Salas, keep yourself.
Maybe
you can see the fire in her eyes as she said that. It's like you're breaking the memory of the day.
I'm trying to give Cora signals behind her.
Ismark just like puts his hand up as if he's had to like pacify his fiery sister many times in the past. He says, "It wasn't pretty, my friend. It was the undead attacked, and my father and I fought.
Well, I don't
The
mean to
undead, along with the flying devils with their fire, it was too much."
They attacked the whole town, but your home especially.
Ismark, yeah, they attacked all over the town.
But your home especially.
Clearly, Rose, they attacked everywhere, obviously.
Yeah, the two of them just sort of like sit silently for a moment.
Like they're being sketchy? Like I'm right?
Yeah, probably. Your perception's pretty good.
Decorum! Decorum!
I wouldn't say they're being sketchy so much as like...
I'm not wrong.
They're for sure not. They're for sure hedging.
Okay.
Irina... Irina says, "It's silly. There's a rumor, superstition, really, that the devil has a preference for women with," and she just like holds up a tuft of her hair with red hair.
Have I ever heard of that predisposition of devils?
You heard
occultism?
No.
Okay.
Have we met or seen any portraits of any other women with red hair?
No.
Well, we appreciate your hospitality, and perhaps I might be forward in saying this, but Rose, maybe you could bless their father.
Well, that's pretty
before
forward.
they put him in the ground.
If no rights, Rose looks super awkward. If no one else has performed rites, of course I.
No, we have a priest.
They have a priest.
I'm sorry. I just.
I mean, I could sing a song if you needed.
Father Donovich was a good friend of our father's, and it would be right for him to inter him into the ground.
Of course.
Their father's dead, Silas. It's past tense.
I simply meant to offer some kind of.
Obtuse.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
I'm sorry, Russ.
Talk about that backwater. They have a priest. I mean, come on.
He kind of retreats into a corner, even more, like back to the wall.
Under the table at this point,
Yeah.
in the china cabinet.
Are we sleeping here? Did they invite us to sleep here? Or they
okay. Ismark actually will just say, I am going to go and gather, see if I can get any volunteers to search the wilderness for Gertruda tomorrow. Perhaps, Irina, you could show our guests their quarters and... He shrugs and says, you don't need me to say.
Perhaps we saw this Gertruda when we were coming in. What did she look like?
Corpse we saw was a dude, right?
Yeah.
We saw a dude corpse, not a lady corpse.
Dude corpse and horse corpse, right? Horse corpse?
Yep.
Horse corpse, dude corpse.
Horse corpse, dude corpse.
Irina says, she is my friend. She is around my age, tall, thin, yellow hair. I reserve the right to change any of this. But on the spot, that's what I'm saying.
So golden hair like the sun.
Many Barovians are either of pale of hair or dark of hair.
Not many with your touch, then.
She just lets out a smile. Father said it made me special.
I believe it did, and I tip my hat.
Devils think so.
I mean, if you're lucky enough to get a devil, I didn't say that.
As Ismark starts heading out, and I think Irina, after he leaves, would say, "My brother, he uses many euphemisms around, and he believes in many of the superstitions. I shouldn't tell you. It is known. While superstition causes all the townspeople to call our Lord the devil, and while in his heart the devil he may be, it's not truly devil. He is
say it, vampire.
Corrupt. No, he's been gone since my lifetime, but tales I have heard speak of a corruption, a man, a conqueror who took this place by violence and hate. His soul twisted until he became a vampire lord. Strahd von Zarovich is his name, though many will not bear to hear it or to say it, lest it bring his ire and his attention. As far as the attack, it was led by our friend Doru. Like I said, 3 months ago, he led 24 of our youngest and strongest. It was Doru and a scholar from a distant land named Alana Ray. I'll type that.
Scholar from a distant land?
Yep.
What?
distant land. That is not how I was going to spell it.
Olanik has been staying at our house for several weeks, studying history and ecology. But the two of them came up with this idea for the attack. Yeah. I'm sure. Do you have any other questions for me? Are you ready to rest?
Lots of questions.
Perhaps you would like to speak of your own families. Where have you come from? I would love to hear places outside of Barovia.
An orphanage. It was dingy and dark. Is this the only way in this house? And I point at the front door.
She says, there is a servant's entrance in the back. It is boarded over. This is the only one that's still open.
Interesting. I mean, by all means, y'all can talk about your past. I just am curious about the entrances and exits. No attic entrance, no windows broken.
His mark has gone over the whole house. He and I both, and Father, we
cellars.
boarded up the windows.
What floor do you sleep on? Just curious.
There's only two. I sleep upstairs, as all the rooms are upstairs.
Belly or back? Or side?
I don't know.
Do you prefer the little or the big spoon?
Pajamas or in the buff?
Wow.
Or maybe a poulet combination. Short up top and nothing down below.
You wear a nightcap?
I might be a
Listen,
bird, I wasn't going that direction.
Nothing's too weird for us. Sorry, that's what it sounded like it was going. I didn't actually say any of that in character.
Where do you sleep at night?
What's your house look like?
Can I watch you?
What Ro will actually say before they go to bed. She will look to Irina and she will say, I will not escort you anywhere you do not truly wish to go.
That's noble as fuck.
She
fallen paladin, cleric, woman.
She smiles at you. Says, it's hard to admit sometimes when your brother is right. Don't tell him I said that.
Bro will nod.
She smiles and says, I appreciate your words, but I think as you come to know me, you will come to find I would never go where I do not wish to go.
This lady's so badass. Now I do want to know how she sleeps.
She's fiery.
You see, I dig my toes into the ceiling and I hang.
Andy, I will kind of walk back to the back of the house just to kind of check that barricade.
Mm-hmm.
I can be doing that while this is happening.
It seems like it was pretty well done. You get the impression that at least like one of the two men, if not both of them, or perhaps Irina. I'm being judgy, but
it's probably Irina.
Probably. I mean, you get the idea that whoever set up the defenses in here probably knew what they were doing. It's not like it obviously is a makeshift thing. Like it wasn't meant to be a fortress or anything. So,
but it's not like one piece of wood and like a nail.
No.
It's done pretty well. All right.
Yeah.
All
No,
right,
they
cool.
definitely took their time. You get the impression that like they had 3 months to prepare for this, so that it wasn't like a rush job or anything.
I didn't think about that. Okay, good.
Yeah. Actually, I guess you guys would have gotten here. I think I said you guys got here about midday, so probably it's about dinner time by the time Ismark gets back.
We're gonna eat. Yeah.
Yeah, and he brings
Yummy,
back
yummy.
and he prepares a meal of turnips and rabbit meat,
All right.
which you actually saw him carrying the rabbit back.
Fresh.
Love me some conies.
Potatoes.
Yeah, I would say over dinner, the brother and sister seem to be mostly interested about hearing tales of like not this place. So they ask you lots of questions about like your lives in the outside world and exciting things that you guys have seen and done. You're welcome to come up with any of that you want. But
Do you get the impression they were born here? Like they've always lived here, or they like?
yeah, I think
Okay.
that was actually asked maybe while you were asleep. So Ismark said he was born here for sure. He even pointed out the guy that kept saying the same thing over and over in the bar, had no soul, was also born here and had no soul because
That's right.
just aren't enough souls to go around in this place, and some people are just born without souls.
And he was one of them.
He was one of them.
I had no soul.
Yeah, they mentioned something about like this place being cut off from the gods and cut off from the afterlife. So sometimes people are just born without souls.
Not depressing at all.
Yep. Yeah. Do you guys have any? You want to improv any tales of the outside world or any spark notes of interesting things that you would have seen or done? Because Irina especially seems to be like wrapped with any sort of like, especially like adventurous tales. She seems to be very interested in any kind of like exciting or adventurous tales.
I think I already revealed my backstory to the rest of the group.
I'm gonna keep the whole curse thing to myself and just kind of just stand in the corner.
Ro will try to think of some like sort of, I don't know, some innocuous tale from early days of soldier life. Let's see. Nothing that like, I don't know, she's pretty bitter about it all. She'll say something about like a time where her quad, what's something that happened?
Big boy.
I don't know. She'll recount some battle with like wild creatures or something.
The soldiers have all kinds of like tawdry and embarrassing stories.
Lee would probably share some of the stories of like his training when he was at the monastery. Like having carry buckets of water without spilling anything, and standing on rocks on his toes for hours at a time.
All real interesting stuff.
Kind of like act out some of his stuff as he's doing it.
Nice. Yeah, she interjects here and there about like stories she's read in books that maybe have like some sort of similarities to things she hears from you guys. Ismark is mostly just sits back and just sort of like is clearly just like enjoying his sister getting a little bit of a like release and escape for the moment. But after the meal, They are going to basically excuse themselves for bedtime. They kind of show you where your rooms are and basically say you're left to your own devices. Can I tell you when to go to bed?
Do we each get our own room? Or
Got my mom.
Oh yeah, there are like piles of rooms in here, and in fact, like probably one of the siblings would have like made up the beds for you. I'm not going to like. You get the impression that both of them kind of chip in equally with like the housework from what you've seen. So I'm not gonna like one of the two of them.
This is like a big mansion,
It's a mansion.
like the Lord's Manor kind of,
Yeah, it's not like
mayor-esque kind of.
It's a large like rectangular building. It's probably like 6 to 8 rooms on each floor. So I'm gonna say there's probably like about 8 bedrooms upstairs. So it's not like gigantic, but it's pretty big.
So they excused themselves from dinner and kind of went off to bed.
Yeah, like whenever naturally, as the conversation wanes and as it starts getting later, you can see like their eyes drift over towards the coffin with the father, and they sort of agree that
he's
they
dead.
should
He's not going
before
anywhere.
4 in the morning, as they would like to inter him with the dawn.
Ro, you have a military background then. You do.
I do.
Trained professionally, sell sword, or more of a military-esque, protect the village?
Military.
Interesting. I thought we had a little bit more in common. And then I down whatever goblet I'm drinking and like flip it over and then kind of lean across the table and go, I'm gonna guard that door. I suggest you do what you do best and guard the other entrances. Whichever one you decide, I'll message you if there's any issues.
As he stands up, she just like looks at him, not like a glare, but just looks at him and says, how does she phrase it?
Fuck you!
She will say, person should be judged by far more than their choice of profession.
I think we have a lot more in common than I thought originally. And I kind of tipped my hat. I'm gonna go to the front door and pull up a chair and like put my feet up on the other one and I'm gonna take a nap.
Sure.
I'm gonna find bed, comfy bed. We'll sleep in that.
There are 4 rooms made up for you guys with beds in each.
We'll go sleep in my bed, but I'm gonna lock my door.
There are clean sheets on them.
Did you put like a chair in front of it too? And
Yeah, maybe. Close the blinds to the window if they're
cover up the mirror.
Window.
Lee goes to his room and he lies down on the bed on top of the covers and sheets and just like, clasps his hands on his stomach and just, stiffly kind of falls asleep.
It's just like, no, this is too soft. I need the floor.
I couldn't sleep at all last night. It was too soft.
Yeah. Cradled my neck too much.
Sleeping stirrups.
Silas, as you are going to sleep, you notice on the nightstand beside the bed a torn sheet of paper.
I'll pick it up.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's your Indiana Jones. You have chosen poorly.
Did you see it?
Not yet, but it'll be here.
It will be here. Oh, Andy, I should also say I want a clear shot of that coffin. And the
Are
door.
you at the front door? You can see it from the front door.
Okay, good. Just making sure. I don't trust anything that's about to happen.
Took me a while to see Irina too, so.
Irina.
Okay, I added something in the handouts.
Can only he see it? Because I'm going to try to look.
I think you can probably see it.
Yes.
Where's the handout?
Looks to be a torn page from some sort of a book.
Book.
A vampire expert? Excerpt?
Excerpt. It's an excerpt.
Look at that excerpt. Fell most mortals. Bath and wolves? Guys, we're fucked.
Probably fine.
Just like Van Helsing said.
And as you all drift to sleep, two hands of blue.
Doodly-doo.
As you all go to rest, you find yourselves in a dream.
Dream time.
In fact, you see your four companions there as well.
Hey guys.
You're sitting
Dream
all
too?
at a table, on the same side of the table. On the table, you see a deck of cards. And across from you is an old crone with wiry, twisted white hair curled up under some sort of a scarf over her head. Her face concealed by a cloak that's pulled up, the cowl of a cloak that's pulled up over her head. Welcome. Wait, no, that's not her voice. You're right.
Hold on a second.
I was practicing this today. Welcome, weary travelers, to my humble tent. You may call me Adam Eva. I have been expecting you.
Is this a dream?
This is a conversation, boy. The winds of fate have brought you to this land, but do not be fooled. They're not winds of change, but winds of doom. I can see a shroud of darkness descending upon you. The Lord of this land knows you trespassed in his domain, all you. And he set you in his sights. He is a creature of eternal hunger, and he will not rest until he has claimed your soul. This gnarled finger points.
Just yours, Silas. It's
Sort
okay.
of jabs the air towards each of you.
Oh, never mind.
In order.
Oh, look at that. Never mind.
And the hands come back to rest, like one hand over the other on the table. And the figure just sort of stares at you for a moment.
What do you mean, doom?
The cowl shifts a bit to the side. Does doom scare you, boy? Fate? Death?
Lee
Many
kind of
meanings of the word doom. Which one of them scares you?
All of them.
Lee kind of leans forward and he says, "What's your role in all this? Do you side with the vampire or do you oppose him?"
The figure sort of leans back, hands still sort of like clasped in front of it like this. I seek escape, same as all you. Escape from this place. Despite the fate, despite the doom, there is yet hope. I have been blessed with the gift of foresight, and I can see the twisting paths that lie ahead. Seek me in my tent at the Tesser Pools. I'm going to go with that. Tesser Pools. So I can read the cards for you and decipher the strands of fate.
Where is this Tesser Pools you speak of? What town?
She says, not far from here, along the road. Lad, I'm not far. Travel west. The path to my tent begins at the place of death. But be warned, while we may yet escape this darkness together, time is running out and the shadows are growing longer. Will you find me?
I mean, I will.
It's a deal. Let's work together.
The light, whatever, there you don't see any sources of light in this tent, but at your words, Lee, the light in the tent visibly dims as though a shroud of dark mist has descended upon it, shrouded you all. Madame Ava stirs and leans forward surreptitiously and says, "He has sensed me. He cannot know our meeting. Fly, travelers. I shall await you at the pool." And then you all wake up violently, hearts beating fast, covered in sweat.
Did we get a long rest, though?
So the two folks that are at the front and back door. So who's at the? You're at the front door.
I'm at
Was
the
anyone
front.
at the back door? Rachel, were you doing the back door?
I guess.
I told you to go to the back door.
He did. He
told you
go to
to
the
do
back door.
You're just gonna do everything he says, Rachel? Is that what you're gonna do?
Hey, I said do what you do, but block an entrance.
No, but I mean, I could trust one of the other ones to guard a door. I'll let you guess which one. It's
Not
not
me.
Dane. It's not Dane.
It's not me.
It's
I
locked
mean,
in
Lee
his
went to
bedroom.
bed.
Lee went to bed. Lee's sleeping like a rock. I will guard the back door.
Sure. So out the front door. As you sort of stir and peek between the boards on the nearby window, Corvus, you notice swarms of small figures gather on the eaves of a nearby house.
Ruh-roh.
Seem to be every once in a while you see some little webbed wings flap out and curl back up. And every once in a while you catch the glimpse of tiny yellow eyes peering in your direction.
Just crows.
I'm going to
Webbed wings.
I'm going to cast message to Rose, and I'm going to say, seems my hunch is correct. We got company. You can reply to this message.
You can reply to this message.
What kind of company? Should we wake everyone? Are we in danger?
I cast message again. Cast. Beady eyes, winged creatures seem to be swarming a little house down the road. You can reply to this message.
Are they birds?
Cast message again. God, no. Some kind of beady-eyed demon. Not sure what it is.
I will come to the front door.
So
I don't send a
before you do
message.
that,
Stop doing that. Just tell me what you want to tell me.
I
before
said you could reply to this. Oh my god.
you notice something before you head towards the front doors.
Sure,
You may
sure.
change your path. But you notice you notice something glowing soft green out the back. Like you notice just a soft green glow coming through the nearby boarded up window.
I will try to see if there's anywhere along that wall of the house where I can get a better look.
We're gonna all die.
Yeah, you can find
We're gonna all die.
the glance out through some of the cracks there. You actually see. Oh, let me pull up the page. An eerie. So you see there's like the moon that's shrouded up in the sky. Stop it. An eerie green light suffuses the graveyard that you see up the hill from you. You see against the night sky the silhouette of a large church and a graveyard beside it. There's an eerie green light suffusing the graveyard, and from the light emerges a ghostly procession.
Fuck.
Wavering images of dowdy women toting great swords, woodwise men with slender bows, dwarves with glittering axes, and archaically dressed mages with beards and strange pointed hats. All these and more march forth from the graveyard, their numbers growing by the second. They seem to be forming a parade of ghostly figures that are walking along the wall.
Just like staying in the graveyard, circling it, or like headed this way?
They're all following the road. They're not heading this way. They seem to be following the road toward the road to the west.
The other direction we came from?
No, that is the direction we were going to go.
Alright, I'll go to the front door and see what the hell he's talking about.
Sure.
I sent another message. I still don't see. Well, oh God! They're out there. I kind of point out the little creak in the window.
I would say the two upstairs in the bedrooms probably would have noticed the green glow from outside as well. You could have gotten a glimpse of that through your windows.
Oh yeah, because we woke up.
Yep. Because y'all woke up at about the same time.
I'll look and then just shut it really quickly.
Go back to sleep. Put the blankets over your head.
I don't like this, Rose. I don't like it a lot.
Well,
A little.
those aren't as bad as the ghosts out back.
What?
That's right, they headed west.
You mean... And I kind of squint towards the fortune teller.
No, down the road.
Lee is gonna. I think he's gonna go and kind of like knock on the door of Arena and Ismark.
Sure. They're in different rooms.
Yeah.
But actually,
that would be weird.
I was already thinking that before, probably while you're on your way to knock on their door. Ismark's door actually opens, and he kind of peers out. He almost does like that police thing where he sort of like glances out. You see the glint of his sword in his hand, and just seeing you, he actually opens the door. What's the trouble?
You see what's going on outside? Do you know what this is?
He starts to glance towards the window, and you see almost immediately like a look of recognition passes over his face. You see the green figures, yes?
Yeah, those ghosts.
Sorry. It has become such a part of our life. I forgot to warn you. This happens every night in this place.
Oh, so it's normal.
March of the Dead, we call it. All of the, they say, all of the previous people, adventurers, do-gooders who have tried to kill Strahd in the past. No, he wouldn't say Strahd. Who tried to kill the devil in the past and failed. It is said they try to complete their task every night. They march all the way to the castle. He just shrugs. They are harmless. You guys, there's a long procession, hundreds of ghosts.
Wow.
That doesn't bode well.
But are these weird winged creatures? Weird winged creatures. Are they still attacking that one house?
They aren't attacking it, they're just hanging out.
Just hanging
I
out,
don't
watching
like
you, man.
that. I'm gonna call them attacking.
Looking for you.
Yeah. He looks and he let's all bats, most likely scouts of Strahd. Not much to be done. We can scare them off, but they will be back within an hour. If you see any creatures of the wild, bats, wolves, many men as well, be careful. Any one of them could be spies for Strahd.
So I'm gonna hold up the paper that I found. Strahd guy. Is he a vampire, perchance?
The lord of this land, yes.
Knew it.
Lord von Zarovich.
Well,
I do not like to say his name lest we draw his attention.
don't want to do that. I think we might have done that in our dreams. Well, good night, everybody.
He gives you a curious look. Get some rest. Don will be here in 5 hours.
Ismark, do you know of, what was her name again? Sorry. Did you put in the chat?
Madam Ava?
Madam Ava. Do you
Oh,
know
you're just gonna ask him?
Madam Ava?
Oh, sure. She is leader of the Vistani camp, the Tesser Pool.
I'll move a little forward to him. She came to us in our dreams. Spoke of doom and fate.
He kind of glances between all of you to see if there's any confirmation.
At least in my dream, I look around embarrassed. Can she help us?
He thinks. He thinks for a long moment about that. It is possible. It is said she is a fortune teller of some great renown. But be careful. The Vistani, they have been granted the ability to come and go as they please through a pact with the devil himself.
She's a Vistani as well?
Yeah. I have had no problems with them myself. They come and go in the town. They do good business here. And they have been helpful. Many of them have come to settle homes here. But he shrugs. I don't know. I would be careful.
Are we in danger here, Ismark?
He just stares at you for a long moment. He's a slow. You can tell he's a slow to speak dude with measured words. There is in Strahd's domain, in the devil's domain. I don't know that there is an entirely safe place. Find the safest you can, and you hold on to it, and you try to make it safe.
I kind of back into my room and close the door. Lock it.
Sure. I'm sorry for the disturbance, everyone. Do you need anything else before we go back to sleep?
Nope, everything's right. Perfect.
Before it keeps watching It does great. Alright, now, if you guys go back to sleep, you may take your long rests.
Yay! He said it. It's too late. Click it.
So the thing. We did the thing.
Alrighty. In the morning, shortly before dawn, Ismark would wake you all up, get you ready to go to the church. We can
Take
just
me
fast
to
forward.
church.
Take me to church.
So he would have said, I missed a piece of information. He would have said that the ghosts began appearing shortly after the failed revolt, presumably after Strahd woke back up. And it's a myth from older times, this March of the Dead.
Don't like that.
Yep. And he said, Tesserpool is to the west down the old Svalich Road. Then you travel north from the River Ivlis Crossroads. Alrighty. Will you guys help them carry the coffin?
Yeah, I'm not going far from this coffin.
I'll pallbear that, but I want to stand right behind Lee.
Sure. Fair enough. You guys can carry the coffin to the church. You want to take care of anything else before we go up to the church, or we just want to fast forward there?
Good with fast forwarding.
Sure. So atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that supports Castle Ravenloft stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. Where's my church? There's my church. Activate.
Da-da-da-da-da. Activate. I don't have vision.
Oh my god, I'm
I'll
the
never
worst.
see it.
I'm the worst. It's all this
Can't even
token
see it in my imagination. There it is. Why's that light coming out? I don't like that.
Imagination.
The church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end and is worn and weary. There's a bell tower rising toward the back, and flickering light shines through holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load. Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh no.
You can see Ismark is just like visibly disturbed by all the damage on the walls and roof of this place. Ismark knocks on the front door, and as he does so, a voice rings out from the darkened street behind you. He won't come out! A hulking silhouette steps forward from the mist. A young man, tall and brawny. His shaggy brown hair falls messily across his face, and his crooked teeth glint in the moonlight. Muscles ripple beneath his tunic. There's a lightness and immaturity to his posture that belies his strength and size.
Big Bad Jim. Oh, I love this guy.
I hate that guy. Look at him.
He looks like Quinn Zuman.
He's got Quinn Zuman vibes, big time.
They call me a farrier.
Periwimple.
That's right.
What kind of name is that?
That's right.
He's a farrier. Don't even let me down.
Said, won't come out since 2 weeks ago.
Oh, he's slow. I feel bad now.
He fidgets with the hem of his tunic as you guys look at him. He clearly gets like super uncomfortable as soon as you recognize him there. Ismark just nods sadly at Periwimple. You need some help carrying that? He points at the... Doesn't make eye contact with any of you, but he points at the coffin.
Well, that would be gracious of you. I'd be more than glad to give him my spot.
Yep. He comes in.
I
He
too will
comes
knock on
in.
the
He comes
door.
in without a word and almost like just like he doesn't shove you with his hands. It's just he bodies you out of the way and just grabs a corner. Oh, okay. I'll help.
I crack my back and stroll up to the door.
Ismark just smiles and says, "You're a good friend, Perry. Everyone, this is Periwinkle. He's the nephew of Vildrath."
Hello, Parable.
Oh, hello. Um, he hasn't come out. Let's see. He's been in there ever since the attack, and I saw him 3 days ago. Hasn't slept or bathed in a long time. Hasn't been wearing his he clutches at his like his shirt neck area.
Oh, the white thing.
No. Hey, are you wearing your holy symbol?
Yes.
He just points it. He
Yeah.
just points at Rel.
Well, that's Kiori's.
Perhaps we should drop this off, and then
You
try to
can't just
speak with
drop
the
off a
priest.
body.
Yep. Ismark. Periwinkle will say, "Well, I can't come in. I shouldn't come in. Wasn't invited in. But
Don't like that.
Dual
Don't like that
answer.
at all.
maybe
You were invited?
Okay.
maybe. Do you think Doru's back? I miss Doru. I miss the monkey." Ismark just like, just I know, Perry, I know. But I think Ismark would open the door, and
Not welcome. I don't like that so
says, "I
much.
think we can leave my father here, and we can go in and see if we can find Father Donovich. Anyone is welcome to come inside with me if they wish. I'm sure you are welcome, Perry, if you want to."
Well, he doesn't have that you invited him.
All right. Perry
Perry
will
the
just sort of like
Whistle.
nods sadly and starts walking off. Anyone going inside? There's a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel. The hall is unlit and reeks of mildew. Shoot, guys.
Sure is dewy in here.
Let's just study. Jeez. Wait, can you see it? Can you
Some
see it?
doors, get some fresh air in here.
It's loading.
Loading. You're gonna be able to see it.
Whoa!
Loading the church.
You all still have our lamps on.
Yeah, we're in there, baby.
It's pretty bright.
Yeah, it's burning out. I don't know how to fix that.
Do I have my light on? Maybe I can unlight my light.
Unequip it. I think you
No
just
way.
put it in your on your
There are a lot
person.
of light sources in here too. Maybe I need to chill those
I'll
out.
wear it forever.
Let's stow my light.
There
Okay.
you go. You did it.
I
Corvus?
too will maybe. I'm thinking about it.
Corvus, it's real bright. Put it away.
Try squint your eyeballs.
Hmm.
The hell is it?
Corvus,
I
real
have
bright.
have a sacrificial log. Is that what I'm looking for?
Is it
No.
equipped?
Should be like a lantern or something.
Why do you have a sacrificial log?
You don't remember?
That's a
I
little
picked that shit up.
suspicious.
I don't remember.
Oh, I found it. Stowed.
There it is.
There you go.
That's a little
Better.
better. You don't remember the torture chamber that I picked up that log and then I kept it?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. What's your plan?
Guess so. That's my sacrificial log.
What's your plan for that?
I have no idea. I'm not giving it up though. It might come in handy.
You see the chapel is strewn with debris, and you hear a soft voice from within reciting a prayer. However, upon hearing you guys come in and Ismark, hello, Father, are you here? Prayers halt.
He's fine.
Mm-mm.
He's just the father.
I cannot offer the blessing you seek. Go, leave this accursed place in peace.
No.
There's a voice from around the corner.
I told you, Ray, bro. I told you.
You told me what?
He can't do it. You gotta do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like anything that's happening.
Ismark kind of walks in a bit, and
I'm gonna keep it right next to him.
sure. So
Andy,
around here, over in the corner. Man, I need to turn off some of these lights. They're crazy.
So bright.
I'm
So
gonna
many
start.
candles.
I'm gonna start
His
humming
mark's just very fair skinned.
a religious tune. Cause I don't like what's happening right now. I'm not gonna do a courageous anthem. I'm just humming. It's very like holy. I'm not a holy person, but I'm humming a holy tune. Silas, I hate
Why is
this
it so
place.
crazy in here?
It's okay, buddy. It happens to everybody. Lose that holiness from time to time. Can't perform.
Oh.
Oh, I can perform all right. Let me see here. I'm gonna roll it now. Nope. I'm still at 19 with an 8. I still got it, Eddie. Boop boop be doop boop.
I am going to.
I'm just deleting a whole bunch of lights.
I want to cast Share Life.
Sure.
The hell does that
Share
mean?
that life.
Life. It's your life.
Did you cast on Silas? He's pretty weak.
I was thinking, yeah.
Oh, that's so much better.
See.
Yeah, go ahead. Cast your spell.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
That's a trap.
Yeah, I'm gonna. She turns to look behind over her shoulder at Silas and says,
He's like struggling and sweating while holding this cup.
"Yeah." She says, "Stay behind me." And she casts Share Life.
Is this
Silas.
like instantly kill him because he's cursed?
No. It's not actually healing him. But for the next 10 minutes, if you take hit point damage, you only take half, and I take the other half.
Nice. Is there an effect I can put on myself?
Probably.
Maybe.
Chat.
I cast fear on Silas.
I cast it.
Maybe. Share life. I don't see an effect, however.
No. How do I?
Sorry, he is. Let me get. So Father Donovich was actually kneeling here. He's kneeling. You can just see his head and shoulders over the thing. But the head sort of comes up as he notices you all walking in.
I don't like that his outlines are red.
Father Donovich. Here he is, this guy.
That guy.
Pasty.
Everyone in Barovia is pasty. Except Arena. Actually, no, the...
Periwimple isn't. He's got a nice tan.
There you go.
Wow, that is wow. Yeah, that's
All right,
pasty.
I'll remember.
Ugh. Father Donovan.
More like Father Kantovich.
Oh, bazing!
Ismark says, Father, we've come with my father's remains. We wish to have him interred and sanctified. What happened here? Father Donovich sort of lets out a sob and says, a spawn of the devil, a vampire spawn, attacked here. It was He chokes up for a minute. It was Doru, Ismark. Doru is back.
Yeah, he's the
What are
guy
you
that led the
talking about?
charge.
Yeah, he
that's
led
right.
the townspeople to try to kill Strahd.
He also
That's right.
he is Ismark told you that he is the son of the priest.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And he has a monkey.
He's the son of a preacher
That one.
man.
Son of a priest.
Yep. Ismark looks like horrified and surprised by this. Doesn't immediately say anything. If you guys want to jump in.
Oh.
Where is he now?
So
Why the
He is-
delay, Andy?
he is in the undercroft, under the church. I have failed, Morning Lord. I have failed my son. I have failed this village.
You didn't do great.
Whoa.
Ooh, sorry.
If
Wow,
all you've done
silence.
Way to
is
kick a man while he's down.
He lost his son and gained a devil.
if all you've done is be attacked, then you have failed no one. Is there something else you've done though?
He reaches up to his neck, where you notice there is no holy symbol hanging there.
He sold his soul. Souls are precious here.
Doru came back with it. I gave it to him for good luck. His foul influence, the foul influence of Strahd, has corrupted my connection to the Morning Lord. I cannot help this village until the evil thing that wears my son's skin is destroyed. I have not the strength to do it.
Well, I do.
Another skin wear.
Sounds
don't-
like we've come at just the right time. We'll help you.
She's gonna walk up to him
Sure.
slowly.
Yeah, excuse me.
And she's going to say, you don't have to wear the symbol to have or practice the faith.
Nonsense. It is when Doru came back with the symbol that I began to lose my connection to the Morning Lord. He has corrupted it. He has corrupted my faith.
She will take off her holy symbol
Throw it on the ground.
and she will hold it out to him. And she will say, then borrow mine until yours is re-strengthened.
He like looks at you and then gives you. He looks at your hand with the holy symbol for a moment. He gives you like a questioning look. Who are you?
Another follower who is still learning, but has learned enough to know that when things outside of your control happen, you will not be held responsible for them. He glances back towards the rest of you. Oh,
My dear child, I am sorry you wandered into this accursed land. He looks at your holy symbol again.
I didn't walk in. I was sent.
I kind of strolled.
He looks, he just sort of like gives you another questioning look and just sort of nods slowly. I have not been able to speak with the Morning Lord. He has not answered my prayers since Doru returned. No, not Doru. That monster returned. He is not Doru. He is not my son. He is a curse, an abomination. And I do not have the strength to do what has to be done.
And that's okay.
Without my holy symbol, I cannot do the rites that you request. I'm sorry. If you destroy the monster and beyond the pot, and bring me my holy symbol, I will do it to you. I will help you, Father, to sanctify his radiance.
Where's this holy undercroft you speak of?
He reaches a kind of a shaky hand down to a pocket and pulls out a key. I can show you. He gestures back the hallway, like that way. Will you help me?
Help those that cannot help themselves. Count me in. Yeah, Silas, you can just put him down in the hallway, I think.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Ismark would have indicated to leave the casket outside.
Okay.
Silas has
very
been holding
inside
up
the church.
one end the whole time.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, he would lead you guys over of this way.
Whee!
Irina looks back towards Ismark. Are they going to kill Doru? Ismark just puts up a hand, like a calming hand, as he sees like Irina getting a little agitated. This is bigger than I understand, sister. I don't know. What are you guys doing?
You're gonna kill a guy, right?
I'm drawing my weapon.
Kill a man?
Yeah, Lee kind of like cracks his knuckles and he's like, "Is any preparations anyone needs to make?"
I think I have everything I need.
I start singing my hymn a lot louder.
Sure.
And I'm gonna now. It's now bolstering your resolve. It has Rose would probably pick this up. It has some underlying religious tones, but then it has just some other melodies that I've weaved in as I begin to hum it. I'm casting Courageous Anthem.
Love it.
Downstairs. Do we have to go this way then? No, this way.
So, nope, he opens up the door right behind Lee there.
Okay.
Don't touch that, Silas.
And he motions towards the there's a door in the floor. He actually goes over there and unlocks it. There's a padlock on it, so he actually comes in here and he unlocks this trap door in the floor, basically.
Wow.
To the trap door.
You guys should be able to. Yep, you did it.
Oh shit! Oh no.
Oh shit.
So
That
everyone
guy's
should
not
have
having a good time. Or he's having a really good time.
Courageous Anthem.
Oh, okay. Nobody. I didn't see anybody.
Yeah, it's very dark down here. Who's bringing light?
Oh, I'm bringing the light. Bringing the light.
Bring that light, Silas. Don't
There
fuck
we
it
go.
up.
Oh yeah.
Number
I'm
2.
going to change the darkness. I'm going to change the darkness.
Attack the darkness.
Are there
It's
girls
real light.
there?
It's real light right now. There we
There
go.
are girls there. I'm
Better?
gonna do them.
I cast Malachi's Sword of Darkness.
Why am I going first? I would like to go last, please.
I was gonna say, I imagine Rose going first. I will follow quickly
Yeah.
behind her.
All right. So, candlelight from the chapel above slips through the cracks here, but there's no sign of any creature in the gloom.
The gloom.
As you climb down, I believe it was a ladder to get down to this platform here, a young man's voice, strained and tired, echoes from the darkness above. You've come to kill me, haven't you?
Not necessarily.
I have.
What's happened to you?
I have been punished.
Punished by who? And for what?
Uberus took me from this place. Now all that drives me is he hasn't finished that thought.
But we don't see him yet.
One
I
of you
hate that.
says you're here to kill me. One of you says maybe not. Speak plainly. What is your intention?
Who do
What if
you
we can help him?
serve?
Saruman.
Starabad.
You wonder if the devil Strahd drives me?
Well, of course. I think we all do.
That is a fair question. I feel his pull. I feel his urging. I feel the thirst.
Can we help you?
From the darkness of the crossbeams above, a figure unfurls itself like a moth from its cocoon, moving a little lighter as it lowers itself slowly to the ground.
Mothman.
As it comes into the faint light, the shadow resolves into the form of a young man, his youthful features strikingly reminiscent of Father Donovich. I just love this portrait because it's from the book. So I'm just gonna show it to you. I don't think he's like that freaking out right now.
Hey!
He's either having a really bad time or a really good time.
Real bad time. Where'd he go? Did I delete him? I must have deleted him. Oh, there he is. So he doesn't look exactly like that, but I had a different picture of this dude.
I mean, it's okay to put your hands down.
Mm-hmm. Picture cracks me up.
It's like Mad Lib's like character.
We have an old priest and a young priest. We can help you.
Here. This is a better picture. There. He looks much more calm. Did that show to you guys?
Not yet.
Nothing has happened.
There we go.
There, Sam.
Oh, look at him.
We'll switch to the freak out picture if we get to the freak out.
Oh, we're gonna
He
get
even
to
signed
the
his
freak out.
portrait.
This'll nail. Sorry. So, ta-da. There. So his skin is ghostly pale. His clothes are ripped and worn, and his hair is an unkept mass of tangles and knots. His eyes are red and bloodshot, and his gaze are darting from face to face and from neck to neck. A leather cord hangs around his neck, holding a blood-stained bronze sunburst that rests across his chest. He swallows and licks his lips, and a pair of pointed fangs pokes through. If you want to kill me, I won't stop you. But I have one request first.
What's your request?
I want to prove to myself I can resist the urge I have to taste your... He licks very dry lips and stares at your neck, Lee.
I don't believe
Fresh
that
baked
is
apple pie?
something we can offer.
Perhaps you could surrender the holy symbol and subject yourself to the judgment of your god.
Well, Lee, that was pretty well spoken.
Sunlight. Water. You guys don't like it. That's what it says on this paper.
So... So you suggest he just give you the holy symbol?
Yeah.
I agree. My father should have this back. He kind of holds it up. Doesn't react at all to touching it, by the way. My father should have this back. It is his, and it did not help me where I went. If you please help me. I want to go for a minute without giving in to these urges. And if I do, you can tell my father perhaps his son is still alive. I do not think he believes it. If I do not, then you can take this from my dead body after you destroy me.
Even if you last a minute now, who's to say that it won't get worse? And then at some point, you won't be able to last that minute, and you lose control.
Silas, that rings a bell for you.
Yikes.
Ooh.
Specifically from what you read last night.
Ooh.
I'm going to be like, just kind of like tugging at her cape. I know this might not be the time, but you should look at this.
You give me a book.
I had you a piece of paper, like a folded up note.
Uh-huh.
Doru glances up at you handing the page. That, I know that. That was from my book. Van Richten's Guide to Vampires.
Lee will kind of step forward and he says, even if you have changed, I think you still deserve a chance to prove your humanity. and he'll kind of like step up, like not right next to him, but kind of like, like keeping a space in between. And he just kind of like strikes his defensive pose and says, "You have your minute."
Okay.
Can I have 2 concentration spells at the same time if I'm spending 2 actions to concentrate?
Sure. Yeah, there would be the sustained actions.
All right.
Most the spells should describe like whether they're like a sustained spell. If it has the trait sustained, then you need to spend the action.
Oh, that's true. But concentrate. Can I have 2 concentrates or just 1?
Yeah, concentrate is just like a specific trait that reacts to like.
It'll drop if I have to make me a concentration check. Okay.
Yeah.
Neither of these say sustain, so I'm gonna put sanctuary on
Sanctuary. Me?
Lee.
Sure.
No, not you. You're not doing shit.
Chris, put it
I'm
on Chris.
humming.
I put sanctuary on Lee.
Everyone has bonus to damage and saves and attacks.
Fine.
Andy, are these like stairs? Oh, I can't point. Like, I don't want to be.
So
like,
you guys.
If
Yeah,
Lee's going
you guys
up there,
are
I don't
on
want to be right
stairs.
there.
You're on stairs right now. It opens up into almost like a dirt floor with these wooden pillars holding it up.
So, like, could I get over here if Lee's walking around there?
Sure. Yeah, totally.
Okay.
And Doru's not like making any kind of like move towards you guys at the moment. You can tell this dude looks strung out. Like if anything, like the picture there, he's not like clutching his face and
Oh,
screaming.
he is.
Home
Alone and all.
But like he's definitely looking like a little twitchy, and like I said, eyes bloodshot. He looks more like strung out withdrawal symptoms kind of thing than anything.
Speaking of strung out, Silas, stop.
I just want to make sure he can't see me.
Just hide behind me. It'll be fine.
Andy, even though it's not combat, if you'll let me, I will assume a mountain stance just as like a defensive posture.
Stance assumed.
And he'll just kind of wait and give Doru a chance to resist his urges.
Sure. This is a bit of a skill challenge.
Oh, Jesus.
Also a chance of a challenge of chance with Doru. So if you guys are going to try to do anything to encourage Doru, feel free to describe what you would like to do or to aid his resistance in this matter.
I will audibly pray to Lathander to grant him strength and guidance. Holding my symbol and looking at his holy symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Like intentionally in a way that like Doro can hear me.
Okay.
Yeah, my humming will kind of mimic her praying. It's audibly kind of.
Are you mocking me?
No, no, I would never mock a holy priestess of whatever. But I'm just singing along.
Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead and make your religion check, Rachel. See how into it you are.
I'm not super into it.
No! Ow!
Oh,
I'm gonna spend a hero point. Fuck it.
Ow! No!
This is probably the big encounter of the night.
I'll do it.
Wow, you're not even trying.
Okay.
I mean, I spent a point on this shit.
This is probably your first time facing down a vampire spawn.
Probably the first time she's like prayed so someone else can hear her.
Mm-hmm. The speed with which this is just me telegraphing the kind of CR this creature is. The speed with which this thing swooped down from the ceiling was clearly supernatural. Whatever movement and strength this thing exudes, it is probably beyond what most of you have experienced.
Oh yeah, Chris is gonna die.
Andy, I would like to do something if that's okay.
Yeah. What are you doing?
So as I continue to
on the stairs,
kind of hum, I come up behind. I'm gonna come up behind Rose, and my words and my song kind of crescendos into just a simple phrase that says "resist," and I'm gonna cast command And I'm going to command him to resist the temptations. Oh, my DC's 18. Suck it.
Nice. Sure.
I'm going to cast Suck It.
He said it.
Yeah. So he has to resist. Whatever that means to him.
Oh shit, he's got plus 11.
Okay.
It's fine. Okay. As you guys are all sort of passing around, he's sort of explaining a little bit. You can tell it's half to distract himself from what is about to happen as anything else. He's sort of like working himself up to the actual challenge, which you get the feeling hasn't actually started yet.
Okay.
I got something I'll try.
Sure.
I have decent intimidation. Can I try to like do like drill sergeant?
Sure.
Are you stronger
Put
or
those
is
teeth
this?
back in your mouth, maggot.
That's right. So I'll try to intimidate him, but like in an encouraging way. Like you can do this.
Flex your neck muscles really intensely and be like, your teeth can't even break this.
You can't break these veins.
I can break those veins. Ah! Damn.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Damn.
I'm so scared of your neck now.
he 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 responds pretty well to you doing that. Actually, you see a smile from him at that. He says, "You sound just like Van Alanik." He shakes his head. My mentor, Rudolf van Richten himself, disguised as this man Alanik. And I came up with the plan. He and my best friend Escher, the village bard, 24 other peoples we went. He died.
I'll roll my diplomacy.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Very
you guys
nice.
are killing it.
I say, you've obviously made it this long. You're in control of this. You have control over it. You can do it.
Yes. Hmm. I think we can. I'll do it. No matter what happens. If I fail, please tell my father that I tried. And please tell my beloved Gertruda that everything will
Oh,
be all
shit.
right.
Dude, she's like missing and shit.
Shh, don't tell him. Shh. It's fine. It's fine. We'll tell him afterwards.
Silas.
Yep.
You were the last one to talk to him, so I'm going to say you were at least like pretty close for now. I would like
Okay.
for you to roll a deception check.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Just see how still you've made your face
Okay.
Oh, why couldn't it be me?
at the mention of Gertruda.
Ooh.
Taking a 13.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
I say you, she did.
Right.
A little bit of side eye.
Sure. He gives you a bit of like a questioning look, clearly picking up something from you, Silas. But doesn't push it. You didn't critically fail it.
Phew.
We pushed our way into the crypts. We struck down with Van Richten's aid all of the undead guards. However, when we finally opened the crypt, Asher was nowhere to be found, my friend, and the coffin was empty. That is when Strahd struck and killed most of us. Yeah. He turned me into this monster, and Asher as well. I do not know what happened to Van Richten, but the rest of my friends died. Strahd knows that Van Richten, the legendary vampire hunter himself, is in Barovia. I cannot disobey. This is my suggestion. I am ready. Thank you for your encouraging words. I need to show that I can withstand the sight of blood.
Terrible idea. This is an awful idea.
I cannot disobey Strahd's orders, and I feel him at all times. My bloodthirst is a constant distraction. But I'm glad my father got me here, so at least I can be dealt with appropriately. So, will one of you show me fresh blood?
I already draw the blade
Lee,
across
looks like
my
I
arm.
don't have any like weapon, or at least I have a crossbow and bolts, but I don't have any daggers or anything. But he'll take out one of the bolts that he has and kind of like drag the bolt head across his forearm and open up blood in his arm.
So Corvus and Lee both hold out bleeding arms.
Yep.
Too much blood. Too much blood.
Just right across.
No bloods.
Oh my god.
All right. Doru's muscles tense and he squeezes his eyes shut. A few minutes later, his nostrils flare and a thin line of saliva begins to run down his lips.
I would like to ready an action, please.
Absolutely not. Flexing and twitching. No, that's what initiative is for. We don't ready actions in Pathfinder.
Forget about it.
Alright, well, while this is
If you want
happening,
to do something, you can do it.
I pull out a crossbow bolt.
Sure. Is it a normal crossbow bolt?
It is a normal crossbow bolt, which I imagine means it has like a metal end.
Sure.
I would like to just hold it in my hands.
Okay. Legolas, this guy.
Just gonna hold it. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Get a wooden stake.
My plan is to break off the tip, but I also don't want to break off the tip now and startle
just the
him.
tip.
So I'm just gonna hold the bolt in my hands,
Sure.
getting ready to snap off the tip and stab him with it if need be.
All right.
But I also don't want to snap off the tip now and break his whatever creepy concentration.
Okay.
No, he's got
So
this.
I have a bolt in my hands.
Hey, we gotta carve that sacrificial log.
He begins to echo some of your words that you used in your prayer row, whispering.
He's got this.
Now he's gonna murder you.
We're all gonna die.
You specifically.
When the shadow comes, I will not yield. Darkness is the destroyer, and temptation its weakness.
Oh my god, he's
I will face the
nightcrawling.
night and its horrors, and await the horizon. For in the light of the morning lord's love, only light can remain. He is trembling and shaking as his eyes, bloodshot eyes, snap open, and his pupils dilate to this gigantic width, and he stares not at either of you, but at your arms.
Okay.
Love that blood.
One of his hands clenches in a fist at his side, and the other one reaches up and grasps at the Morning Lord's symbol at his throat. In the light of the morning lord's love. In the light of the morning lord's love. Gertruda! I have to roll a die. 1 second.
I hope it.
See,
hope it
which of
rolls
Here we
you
go.
chuckle as he's going after first because you gave him 2 targets.
Yep.
Careful, folks.
I kind of reach out and just gently shove Silas behind me.
I will willingly go.
It dives on the ground, crawls behind the pillar.
Get down.
Get down, shut up.
Okay. Dane, why don't you roll a d6 for me?
Oh, great. All right, I'll do it.
Here we
For
go.
you, Andy. Just for you.
A one, he bites himself. Let's do this.
2, baby.
What's a 2 mean? What's a 2?
2's good.
Or not. I'm about to roll a Constitution save.
All right. After what seems like an eternity, Doru's body finally relaxes. His tense muscles seem to uncoil and his breath grows steadier. The look of strain fades from his face. His eyes remain
guys.
closed a moment longer and then flutter open. The fangs in his mouth slowly retract, leaving only an ordinary pair of canines behind. I have not yielded, not yet.
Way to go, man!
Silas is just peeing behind me.
Thank you, he says, and with a shaking hand, he just takes this holy symbol off. You can see there are bloody fingernail marks in his palms where he was clenching his fist, and he just drops this holy symbol on the dirt floor, and he just stumbles down to a leaning seat against a nearby pillar. You must be careful. Strahd, he takes an interest in any newcomers to this land. Be careful. If you leave here, there's a cache Van Richten told me about. He kept in case of emergencies. Cross the River Iblis Bridge and travel down the Svalich Road, 300 paces south into the woods. There's an ancient oak tree there. You'll find the cache in the hollow beneath the roots. You guys got that?
Now, put that in the chat.
Cross the road 300 paces south, over the bridge, ancient oak
Abe,
tree.
you gonna share those notes with us?
Holler.
You just gonna keep your,
No way,
keep
man.
your own notes?
Well, what are you saying about this ancient cache?
He's just leaning up against the thing and his soul kind of panting, and he closes his eyes a little bit.
That's what I typed. It's probably not accurate.
Leo step forward and he'll grab the holy symbol. He's not going to touch Doru, but he kind of looks up at him and he says, "You did well. You proved yourself and the wholeness of your soul."
As inhumanly fast and incredibly strong, a hand reaches out. Doru reaches out and grabs your wrist, and he makes eye contact with you.
Nope.
And he just says, "Thank you."
Is it the bloody wrist? Does he have blood on his fingers now?
Oh no!
50-50.
Just a little taste.
Oh no! Why, Rachel? Why?
No.
I feel like that's
Oh,
pretty
okay,
good.
Thank you for your courage. Tell my father his son is still alive. He just leans back against the pillar.
We'll tell him. Bye.
Bye, Silence.
Lee will kind of turn around. He'll let everybody else head up the stairs first, and he'll be the last one to go up the stairs.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go. I'm going. Whoop. God, this room's so tiny. Everyone get out of the way.
Get out.
Hey, your kid's still alive.
He's good. It's all right.
You know,
He
tell him that.
seemed
Alright.
okay.
Yep.
All right. He kind of like stumbles back as you say that. His eyes are wide with shock. He just stands there as he gets like his holy symbol back. He's just lets out this pained noise, like a gasp and a sob kind of noise, and just like touches the holy symbol to his chest. My boy, he's still my boy. Is this mixture of all these emotions, like pain, grief, shame,
For
are
now,
just like all over his face right now.
He's
strong. It sounds like he has you to thank for that.
quite a fighter, if you will.
I would say he's probably up here in the pews by the time you guys come back, and he just sort of sags.
I'm here over here. Oh, now I'm here. I feel that I don't know how long he'll hold out, but for now, he seems to be denying his newfound birthright.
Thank you. I will. Now that I have this, I can sanctify the body for you. And he would go into the body with you if you guys want to.
Yeah, let's do it.
The siblings are sort of ask you some questions about Doru to make sure he's okay. They have some concerns there since he was their friend.
Yeah, they have concerns he's going to eat his dad as soon as they leave.
If you ever met an animal with rabies, I wouldn't go close to that cellar.
So, he would probably invite you, Ro, to join him in a prayer to the Morning Lord. He sort of offers you a pretty common prayer, asks if you know it from where you come from, and you would recognize it. But
now I lay me down to sleep.
Hush, little baby, don't say a word.
O Morning Lord, Lord of blessed light and patron of new beginnings, we commend into thy mercy and thy radiance Master Kolyan Indirovich, now departed hence from us and gone evermore into your glory. We beseech thee to grant unto him thy mercy and everlasting peace, as thou deliverest him from this everlasting darkness into infinite light, from pestilence into growth, from shadow into day, and from death into new life. Grant him entrance into your land of light and joy, and the fellowship of thy saints, and the brilliance of thy presence, by your will and grace, and he will cast gentle repose.
Aw.
Yay.
I don't, because I don't have the spell prepped.
Oh.
I think it's a higher level.
I'll cast guidance on him while he does it.
Wow, that's nice.
As the prayer finishes and the body is lowered into the ground in the coffin, a cloud of bats takes off.
No, no,
And
no,
you bats,
no.
dirty spies.
Take off from the church, the eaves of the church, and start flying toward the castle.
Oh no.
Probably fine, guys. Right.
Oh, I don't like that.
Donovich just sort of like sighs at the sight of the bats. It is a bad omen, friends. If you all are traveling, as Bismarck told me, be careful. There is a superstition. Young women with red hair often have ill luck in their travels. Irina, are you going to stay in Barovia? Actually, I assume they probably had some of this conversation while you guys were away, so we'll just not do that. If you are traveling, take extra care, and perhaps you will find solace either in St. Andrew's Church in Valaki or the Abbey of St. Markovia in Crest. Is, from what I have heard, the bastion of good may still offer yet some protection. St. Andros in Valaki. Nope, is it 2 L's? I can't remember. There, we'll just call it that. And St. Markovia in Kresk. Did you guys want to do anything else with the father before you head off?
Think so. Unless somebody wants to be crass and ask for a reward.
I'm going to be crass, but in a different way. I'm going to kind of walk over to the father.
Sure.
Forgive me, but your son is quite strong now, but he admitted he's fighting his own demons. Couldn't go against his new lord. I would just be careful. I hate anything to happen to innocent people, and unfortunately, there may be fragments of your son, but he's not entirely all your son. Just take heed.
I will. He is my responsibility, and I will take care.
I'm sure you will. Go with whatever god you see fit.
The Morning Lord, dude. Did you not hear any of these prayers?
The what? Oh, yes.
Literally my temple, man. Come on.
I was singing along.
I said his name like 5 times.
It's in my notes. And I'm
Were you not
walk
listening
away.
to the sermon?
What are you doodling in the pew?
We did the whole thing with the holy symbol.
I
You
actually
remember,
was
Corvus?
cleaning up. You'll notice that there are several piles that have been put away and like cleaned up quite well.
Nice.
The place is shitty.
Right. Irina would say that she.
There's an outside?
They'd probably take you back to the mansion for like a light breakfast, since it was like right at dawn when this happened. Irina says that she needs until probably about noon to get ready. You're free to explore the village. There's a shop, Bildrat's Mercantile, if you need to get anything for the road or otherwise pass the time.
Silas and I are just frolicking outside. Do we have any goods that we can actually sell? Like, are there?
Yeah, we have treasure.
There's some treasure stuff.
How'd you guys get treasure?
From the
We
house.
got treasure.
All I got
It's a
busy
team.
is Busy the dog, but I ain't giving him up.
Got some treasure and the bedrolls, thanks to Rachel.
Yeah, and a cooking pot.
Cooking pot.
How do I put things in the stash?
You cooking?
You cooking?
If you guys want to head to Bildrat's Mercantile, you're welcome to.
So suppose we can mercantile it up.
Token vision.
Token vision. Wow. Look at this place. What's in that cabinet back there?
I like that music.
It's
So,
oboe.
inside Bildrath's mercantile is Cantemir Bildrath, who you've met the previous evening. Who's behind the counter. Bildrath Cantemir, that's his last name, sorry. Bildrath is the first name.
He's a grumpy guy.
Yeah, he has. Let's see, I think he has.
Does he have a rapier?
He may not have
rapier.
multiples of everything, but I think he has basically all of the adventuring equipment that would be in the regular items list, like common items. Level 0 common items, we'll call them.
I put my treasure in the stash, so
Sure.
people can feel free to sell it.
So, yeah. Stash.
Yeah, I'll put. Let's see. I have some gems and stuff, and gold rings and such. We can.
Man, you guys
sell.
are holding out on me.
Yeah, he'll buy them from you.
Okay, excellent.
Everything he's selling, he is kind of sour at you guys. Everything he is selling is at 5 times the price of the item list.
Sweet baby Jesus. Is he selling it for 5 times the price? Like the things that we're selling, is he buying it back at that much? Because that'd be real great.
Nope.
Real
Incorrect.
cool if he did that.
Would be real cool.
I guess
Cooler
it's
if he
an
did.
amber and gold ring.
Where's that small chunk of amber? What was that?
Did you get that from the mansion?
Because the amber that came from Elizabeth kind of crumbled and broke away. Nothing. This one doesn't have any value, so I'm assuming it was probably the story amber.
Probably.
Look how much money you guys have now. Look at that.
I do have the Durst family seal, the Durst Manor deed, the Durst windmill deed, and the Durst will in my inventory.
That shit.
So if it wasn't blocked off by some magical forest stuff, we could own that shit.
Right.
Oh, that shit real good.
That's right. Okay. So yeah, you're able to sell that. It looks like he gave you guys like 60 plus gold.
Wow!
It's in the stash.
Can you disperse it, or do we just have to assume?
Don't know.
Well, it's what, 60 divided by, there's 4 of us?
Oh, here it is. Distribute coins.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's.
Do it! Do it!
Look
at us! We're doing it!
All them coins.
So yes, everything will be at 5 times the price if you wanted to buy anything from the common item list. If any of you ask why,
Why?
He will give you some vague answer like times are hard.
That's vague.
If you don't like my price, go shop elsewhere. But you get the impression it's because you guys are friends with Ismark.
Man,
hard.
Times are so hard.
Times are hard.
Little bitch.
Periwimple actually wanders in and out carrying some boxes and hi guys.
Hi, Periwimple.
Hey, Perry.
How you doing, buddy?
Is your father Donovich okay?
Well,
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Those are really good.
He is okay.
He's better.
He's quite well, in fact.
Bildrath's just like, Perry, leave my customers alone. Go back to the storeroom. He sort of waves him off. He says, okay, I'll go move some boxes.
Oh, damn, he your kin?
That's crazy.
I didn't realize that.
What's that?
I didn't realize he was related, or did I realize that? Did we know that? He
Comes.
was related to.
You're getting bits and pieces here and there from many different sources. So you had heard that, like, Bill Draft's brother and sister-in-law died, and he's taking care of his nephew. And then you met Periwinkle, who you heard a little bit about him being, like, related to the murder. It comes in bits and pieces.
Andy,
I'm throwing a lot of bits and pieces at you guys.
I cannot remember. Is there a benefit to, like, using, like, my character was built around a rapier, but I just have a short sword, and I'm trying to remember if there's actually a benefit to using one over the other.
Are they finesse weapons? Wait, no, that's.
They're both finesse weapons. I think rapier has the lethal trait, maybe, and the short sword does not. I think that might be the big bonus. I'm not sure though.
It says deadly D8.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
does he have a rapier?
Short sword does not have that trait. I think they're both 1d6, but the rapier has the deadly D8.
Deadly
Let me just draw this out. Yeah, does he have a rapier at 5 times the value?
Sure.
Oh, good. Excellent. Fucking great. I'm gonna get rid of this silver short sword. I said I'm gonna get rid of the silver short sword.
Silver sword.
It's 44 gold pieces. Silver though. Damn it. I've committed.
Silver.
It's too late.
Hi ho, silver away.
Hi ho, silver.
There isn't like the equivalent of a silver rapier, is there? I probably couldn't afford it from this douche anyways.
Not at 5 times these prices.
So that would be, how much was that? Rapier? 2, so that's 10. Alright. Well, it cost me fucking 10. Remove coins!
Now you're broke.
So I have a longsword from the Durst Manor. Do I actually still have that, or did it, like, disappear?
Yeah, you have it.
Well, it's not worth anything, Andy.
It's worth, like, what a normal longsword would be. He'll buy it for you at, like, half.
I'm just gonna put a longsword in the party sheet then. Nope,
Sure.
can't do that. I will put it in my inventory. Then I'll put it in there.
The windmill longsword.
Okay. There you go.
Got it.
We chose the wrong faction to gain reputation with. Should have picked the shopkeeper.
Damn it!
But you did get to sleep for free.
You want a sacrificial log? I'll give you one.
For a hefty price.
You made friends with 2 youths.
Youths.
They're not that young. Alright, so you put a sword in there.
Yeah.
A long sword.
A sword. I literally can't afford anything else, but you know what? It's what my class is based on. We're gonna do it. It's prized among many dueling weapons.
Are you selling the silver short sword too?
Yeah, I mean, unless anyone else can use it.
Anyone can use a short sword.
It's
a simple
agile.
weapon.
It's simple. It's silver too. I hate to get rid of it. Oh!
Oh, I have a chain shirt. I didn't realize that. I don't need that shit.
You know what? I'm gonna keep it. I'm not actually gonna use it unless we run up against people that
has 0 value.
Aren't taking damage from a weapon.
Sure. Anything in particular anyone else is looking for? You guys can also, like, look in between sessions too, if you want.
The space between.
I don't know how much change here is. Let's see.
I don't need anything. Not at these prices.
Not at these prices. It's probably cheaper in other towns.
Probably.
Next town over is probably cheaper.
I mean, might be. Probably isn't. Fucking 7? I want to see what happens. Oh, yeah. Look at that crit damage. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Rapier!
Look at them
Every
crits.
D8. It's pretty sweet.
Nah, I got nothing else. I can't fold it.
Sure. No, that's fair.
Unless you have a bag of holding that, is only worth like 1 copper. Because it's probably, the bag of folding that folds on you.
That would be so nice. Oh, there is.
Is there like a bag of holding in Pathfinder?
I'm sure there is, yeah.
I'm sure there is.
But he doesn't have one for sale. He would have some basic like healer's kit or repair kits, things like that.
I would give my 5 gold if anyone needs it.
Fancy.
Only if you need us. Yeah, if you need us.
Well.
There's a wig of holding.
Wig of holding.
We got a secret ancient cache coming our way.
We have to get that. I highlighted it in my notes. Cross the river of Islist. Cross the bridge, 300 paces south. Ancient Oak Tree.
Mm-hmm.
Haul in the roots. It has to happen.
All there. All right. Well. I think that is probably, as you guys are heading, you do your business in Bildrath's Mercantile. You guys have more you wanted to buy before next week. That's no problem. We can deal with that. But yeah, I think as you guys get back to the when you get back to the mansion, Ismark says he's not sure where Irina is, but suggests you check Lugdana's Knoll, one of her favorite spots around the village, and gives you some directions to get there. But I think that is a scene we can do next time, as you guys are gathering up Irina and getting ready to hit the road.
Session 7.
Get ready for 4th level next
What?
What? We'll see. I think we're going to hit a milestone next session.
Yeah,
Nice.
we will.
Alright, guys. I gotta go to bed.
Good night.
That was fun, Andy.